Hi and welcome to the course How to Protect European Trademarks. I'm glad that you enrolled. My name is Venci, an intellectual property manager and a university lecturer with a passion for managing and teaching about different intellectual property rights, including trademarks. In this course, I will do my best to teach you what the so-called European trademarks are and how you can register them if you do business in the European Union. Probably you ask before anything else why you should care about these trademarks. The reason why European trademarks are important for every business is that they are regional marks, which means that they cover the territories of all 27 EU member states. This means that with only one trademark application you can receive protection for the entire EU, which is the biggest and most lucrative trade and political union in the world, with a population of almost 500 million people and annual GDP of $15 trillion in 2020, representing around 1/6 of the global economy. If you do business in the EU or you consider to do that in the future, entering this market with a brand requires good preparation. The reason from one hand is that without a registered trademark your brand can be copied from other competitors and your options for legal defense will be more limited. On the other hand, as a general rule of thumb, every trademark is valid only for the territory where it is registered. This means that if you have a registration for your brand name only in your country when you enter the EU without preparation, you may face legal conflicts with owners of earlier already registered identical or similar marks in Europe. Bear in mind that there are millions of registered marks in the EU. To escape such negative consequences, you need to know how and to what extent your trademark can be protected in the EU in advance. I will give you one simple example. Let's say we have a US company entering the EU market for sports shoes with a brand that is registered in the US only. The fact that this company has a US mark doesn't mean that this protection will cover European Union automatically. The company needs to file trademark applications for every single country where it wants to operate. For the EU, this can happen based on one application that will cover the entire Union, instead filing 27 separate applications for every country. What are the risks if the company skips this step and starts using its brand without initial check what is the situation and without filing a trademark application? Well, there are two main possibilities that can occur. The first one is to start using the relevant brand without any issues. That is to say, no one else has a similar marks for shoes in the EU. Probably you would think that this solves all problems. Not at all. Even without initial conflicts, if you miss to register a trademark for your brand, it is possible for someone else to copy your brand and to register it for the same products. Bear in mind that in the EU, trademark protection arises based on a registration, in contrast with the US, where it arises based on a real market use. If this scenario happens, you will need to go through complex legal procedures in order to protect your brand name, if this is possible at all, because sometimes the conflicting mark can be registered in good faith. The second option is the company to face legal conflicts with owners of already registered similar marks immediately. This will mean that not only the company won't be able to register its trademark, but it can be treated as a trademark infringer and its business in the EU can be jeopardized. Because all of this, it is quite important in case you want to operate in the EU to do your homework in advance, which means to conduct a preliminary trademark search whether there are earlier similar marks and to file a trademark application in time. In this course you will learn the most essential moments related to European trademark protection, including what can be registered as a European trademark, how does this protection arise, what is the difference between a European trademark and a national trademark in a single EU member state, what are the requirements for protection, what is the procedure for registration, how can you register an EU trademark, for how long will this protection be valid, what will cost you to register such a trademark, and some rules how to maintain this protection in the time. Stay with me and by the end of the course you will gain the necessary knowledge how to deal with European trademarks.